Okay, boys, I don't want to make this video. I do, but this video is gonna hurt to make, really. The way I'm gonna do this video is I'm gonna have like 3 different parts of it, and I'll put timestamps up. I'll also do like the little chapters thing on YouTube where you can go skip to parts if you want to. First part is gonna be talking about the game, the NFC Championship game. As you guys can tell from the title, this is about the Packers and what the hell has been going on. So, first chapter. Not the NFC Championship game. Did I say NFC Championship game? This past weekend, the divisional round. I'm going to talk about that. Then I'm going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. And then I'm going to talk about what I think the team should do going on from here. Also, I don't know what I have in the background. It might be some Madden gameplay, or it might just be highlights. Whatever it is, if I don't use my own footage, I'll link the video down below. Anyways, I'm gonna get right into talking about the game. Yo guys, before we go any further into this video, I want to say right now, there is a podcast up with my friend Dumbo, right? I talk about all the games this past week. We discuss it. If you want to go watch it, it will be like the first link in the description. Go watch it, because I also, well, wait for the video, right? Finish the video, then go watch it. I talk about the Packers, what I think is going to happen. If you just don't want to hear about the Packers alone, go watch that video. I talk about all the teams, all the games, and I have the best takes. So yeah, that's it. Go watch that. The game when started off, our first drive was amazing. We did everything right. We took what we had. We did checkdowns. We weren't trying to get too much going. We played perfectly, right? It was like all of the plays were up and like design, like the whatever, I forgot the script of the plays, right? It seemed like that worked perfectly fine. We saw what worked, and then we just abandoned it the rest of the game. It sucked watching this game. Really bad of opportunities to put this game away. The Niners were basically giving us this game to put away, and we didn't do anything with it. We fucking sold again in a big playoff game. We can do great the regular season. We get to the playoffs, so we suck ass. Watching this team play, we deserved 100% deserved to lose that game. We were dog shit. Yeah, not a lot of drive scoring. Special teams sold. We had a blocked field goal. I'm pretty sure it was a field goal. It might have been, no, it was a field goal. We had a blocked field goal. Oh, right. That's perfectly fine. Blocked punt. That fucked the game. I watched that, and my reaction, my jaw literally dropped, because at that very moment when we had that field goal or the punt blocked and they took it back, I instantly knew that was it. That was the end of our season. We weren't scoring. We couldn't score. Our drives looked horrible. There was also a play where Allen Lazard was wide open 20 yards down the field, and St. Brown was also had his guy beat, and instead of throwing to either of those guys, Rodgers threw into double coverage. I mean, it is what it is, but like, I feel like he's done this multiple years where he just eyes down Davante Adams. And I love Rodgers. I'm a massive Rodgers fan. I love him. I've grown up watching Rodgers, love the man. But I have been complaining about this for years. I feel like he eyes down Adams all the time. Lazard could be open all the way down the other side of the field. Anyone could be open. And it makes it hard when these players are open and stuff like that to just not take it because you want to throw a shot to Adams. I get he's our number 1 receiver. He's the best receiver in the league. Throwing to a double, like that could have been a game winner. If we threw the St. Brown or Lazard, that could have won the game for us. And instead, once again, seems like Rodgers makes the wrong decision in the playoffs, and it has cost us. Our our special teams coordinator, he has to go. Like, 100%. That game was a disaster for special teams. The game-winning field goal that the Niners had, which I don't think it was happened. How often do field goals get blocked? Like, I mean, like, it's often, but it's not like game-winning field goals get blocked that often. We had 10 men on the field. We didn't even have the full set of 11 players to block that field goal. Like, we weren't even trying to win the game at that point. Like, if he's not fired, I will be severely pissed, because he has screwed us all season. I don't want to sound, I hate saying this line because I'm not in the shoes of a coach. I've never coached anything. I don't know. But how hard can it be? Like, it's special teams coordinator. They're not defensive coordinator. They're not like trying to run up schemes to stop like Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen. You just have to kick a punt, kick a field goal, How is that so fucking difficult for one player, like one person to do? Just come on, dude. It was tough. Our special teams has been fucked up all year. Rodgers couldn't really even catch punts past the year. This loss really hurt us. And this loss was like an emotional one for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional after this. I didn't like cry, but I was like sad because this was it for us. Honestly, this is it. We are gonna be in 50 million negative cap. Like, we are fucked. We have to go into rebuild at this point. Rodgers went on after the game to say he doesn't want to be a part of this team if it's a rebuild. We have no choice. We have to rebuild at this point because Zadarius Smith is gone. Rodgers is gone. Devontae, unless we franchise tag him, which I'll talk about that briefly later, I don't think we should do it. But I'm going to move on from that. That's the game part, kind of a short part. I'm going to move on to Rodgers. Rodgers this year has been interesting. He has been great. Love him, right? He's my quarterback. Been watching him forever. I don't know what the hell he was doing this year. He's been playing great. But he just seems, it's such an odd, I don't know how to describe it, but like he's always being in the media, always seeing some trending about him, about something he said. I feel like he was just too involved with media this year, and it just, I don't know, man. He should have just ignored everything and went about his life. There's so many other players in the league that did that this year. People that were other players that didn't have the shot, just literally kind of just went about it. They didn't go around and talk about it so much and everything. Rodgers seems so into it this year instead of just not, which I'm no one to say anything because like it's his life, dude. He can do whatever he wants. He can talk about whatever he wants. But he was just, it sucked as a Packers fan because we're getting slandered. People are wanting us. People are cheering for us to lose because they don't like this guy. And while I don't agree with people like disliking him for something so small, I was kind of getting annoyed at some point of seeing him so much in the media. Just kind of sucked to see. Probably how, I don't know, Raiders fans felt this year about seeing their team always in the media for something negative, like something bad. It sucks to see. I don't want to see it. It kind of started bugging me. But now, just like, I'll move on from that because that's like a controversial topic. I don't want to talk about that. It is what it is, man. Like, nothing's going to change about it. The season's over. Wish there wasn't so much controversy around Rodgers himself, but oh well. As playing Rodgers, oh god, I feel like my view is gonna be tarnished by how he played in the divisional round game. I don't want to be. He played great this year. I don't have much to complain about. But we sold a bunch. Like, some games we should have just blown out teams, and it seems like our offense didn't put up the points we should have. I mean, we've been hurt too. Like, we haven't had our best players out. We haven't had our best players in, but Rodgers, I think he's played great this year. MVP, it's hard for me to say. I think Jonathan Taylor is probably a better push for me to give MVP to. But Rodgers, man, it's tough. He played great. But once again, like I was talking about earlier, I have the biggest issue with him eyeing down Davante Adams. I saw a stat, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before too, like not on the channel obviously, but just to my friends, to my family. I'm pretty sure we're undefeated without Adams in the game, and it forces Rodgers to look for different players. We play great without Adams, and I don't think it's an Adams thing. I think it's a Rodgers thing. We use other players to distract to get Davante Adams open, but if teams know Rodgers is gonna throw to Davante, they're just gonna double team, like we saw in that play Saturday. And in that case, other players are getting open. At this point, right now, it's a winning game. Stats mean so little by the end of it. How do you think Tom Brady has won like so many rings? Obviously, he's been on good teams, right? He doesn't give a fuck about stats. Tom Brady's in it to win. He's gonna do what he has to do to win. I mean, the man deflates balls. Like, okay, that's a joke. Okay, don't get upset about that, please. At some points this year, there was a time when he had to throw to St. Brown, and I'm pretty sure he dropped the ball, and Rodgers did that that look that he gives when people drop the ball. And it's like, these are young receivers. They're going to take time to develop. Like, passing to them, they drop the ball. Not passing to them any other time isn't going to help the team. Another thing, like, perfect example for this, Allen Lazard. He had some drops, man. Like, he wasn't the best ball catcher. And right now, I feel like he is very easily our wide receiver too, because of how well he's played this year. Still, he's like my favorite quarterback, right? But nothing you can do about it, man. It will suck if he goes, but I think it might be time to move on from that, which segues into the next part. So this is going to be the longest part of the video, me talking about everything, like the future, the present. Well, what I think is going to happen in the offseason, right? What I predict is going to happen in the offseason. I think Rodgers will go one or two ways about this. I don't see Rodgers staying. Like, there is 1 in like a billion chances Rodgers stays. It's like a in-game scenario. But what I do think will happen with him leaving is it'll either be a quiet ass offseason like last one. He doesn't say shit. He doesn't let us know what's going on. Last second, he's like, oh, boys, I'm out, right? Or he lets us know right away, which would be great because then we could trade for draft picks and that would help because there are teams that need quarterback and we could trade, get a high pick for those teams that need quarterback, and then we can start the rebuild. But I think Rodgers is gone this offseason. I think he'll either retire or go somewhere else. I think with Rodgers being gone, Devontae is going to jump ship. But obviously you could get franchise tagged and just like retire, and just come back. You know, like he could easily do that. I think our best bet is not franchise tagging Adams, letting go of Rodgers, and just honestly taking the blunt force of this rebuild right now. We found a good coach finally. I think Matt LaFleur is a good coach. So first off, what I'd like us to do, like I said, those two gone, right? If Rodgers goes and he doesn't retire, trade him, right? Broncos have a decently high pick. I would love that pick. Broncos need a quarterback. We would like a high pick. It works out for both of us. Now in the draft, if we are going to go this way, by the way, Jordan Love, I haven't seen enough from Jordan Love. No one has for me to give a good opinion on him. From what he's played, I'm kind of like stressed, but no one's going to be good on their first few starts. It's rare you see a quarterback come out there and just play lights out, especially after Jordan Love has sat for 2 years, right? Yes, he's basically sat for 2 years. He sat all of his first season, got 1 start this season, played at the end of a couple games. I'm not ready to make a decision on him. What I think we should do, first round, I think if we don't get a trade for him, say Rodgers retires, I think we draft wide receiver. I'm going to be honest, this class is kind of filled with receivers. If there is a receiver at the pick we pick at, we're taking it. We gotta take him. Like, if we could get any of the top receivers, we should take him. Like, that's just simple as that. We need a receiver. We need a receiver 1 for Jordan Love. Now, if we have 2 picks, we gotta take a linebacker first. I feel like linebacker is now gonna be a way more important position to fill because I'm pretty sure Devondre Campbell is gonna be gone. Zadarius Smith is gonna be gone. And Chris Barnes might be gone, I think. Not fully sure about Chris Barnes, but I know Zadarius Smith's gone, and so will Devondre Campbell. Yeah, Zoe Douglas is also going to be gone, so we should probably look for like corner later. Even though we just drafted corner with Eric Stokes, still feel like corner is a position you should have a decent depth at. But obviously, I want first round. We have just 1 pick. Take receiver, dude. Like, just take it. We don't have money to pick anyone up in free agency. We're gonna have a late pick. Take it. If we have 2 picks, which would be ideal, I'm really hoping like for a Broncos trade and get like a first round, something good out of them. Take linebacker, right? Take linebacker, then take receiver. I also think we need tight end because Tunyon's deal is up this year. If I believe he's gonna be gone. He's a pretty good tight end. He's not going to be super easy to replace. We need a tight end right there. It's going to be stressful. We need a lot of stuff. This isn't going to be like a 1-year rebuild unless Jordan Love is insane, which Packers have gone straight from Brett Favre to Rodgers. I don't know if Jordan Love is going to be that straight from Brett Favre to Rodgers, though. Don't know. Don't know about that. If he is, great, right? What I think will happen though is I think he'll have a bad next season. I think we'll do bad. I'm prepared for it. I'm mentally preparing myself this offseason to be ready to suck ass next season. At that point, there's quarterbacks in that class, 2023 draft class. We could take one. I mean, if Bryce Young or like CJ Stroud is there, I mean, hell, even if Spencer Rattler bounces back from whatever the hell happened, if he's there, we should take these people, because I don't feel like rolling the dice several years on Jordan Love. We will have to see though. If Jordan Love's like plays out of his mind next season, fine, right? Then we keep him. We can focus that on something else. This is gonna be tough though. We're gonna be in negative cap space, and I honestly, like, this sucks, because as a Packers fan, I've never had to deal with this type of stuff. And there's probably gonna be some fan bases out there that are happy to see this. I cannot wait to play Justin Fields twice a year, and he is just going to destroy our defense. Him and David Montgomery are gonna destroy the fuck out of our defense. Next year is definitely not the Packers NFC North division. Anything, I think it will be the Vikings or the Bears. I think that'll be competitive. But that's really all I have for this video. I just wanted to get this off my chest. I've been very upset about this. Like, the past few days, I've just been replaying that goddamn punt in my head, and it pisses me off every time, because we get that punt off, we win the game. Like, it's so simple. Anyways, it's sad. Rodgers might be leaving. That's it, basically, though. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you guys all enjoy. My social medias are linked down below in the description. All of them. I started posting a few TikToks. Just posted like some sad ones, basically, hoping they pop off. Anyways, they're down below. Go follow them, all that stuff. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys all enjoy. Subscribe. I upload every week. Peace.